Former Canadian counterintelligence officer turned author Simon Gervais has just been handed the keys from the Robert Ludlum estate to launch a new book series in the Jason Bourne universe, and joins us on Morning Live. We're actually looking at the cover of his most recent work. Good morning, Simon. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Bob. Thanks for having me again. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. Let's start off here with your background. I mentioned you were a counterintelligence officer. You were both with the military and then the RCMP. And, you know, you always hear the maxim, write what you know. You certainly do that. What was that experience, and how do you apply it to your book series?
This is a great experience. I joined the Canadian Forces in 1997 as an infantry officer, and then left in 2000 to join the RCMP. And I did drug investigation, counterterrorism, close protection. I protected the families of 3 different prime ministers and the Chief Justice of Canada. And then I took a leap of faith, really. I always wanted to become an author, and I had an opportunity. I found a great agent in New York, and we sold my first book. I believe it was called A Thin Black Line, which is when we met the first time.
Yes, that was when you were first on Morning Live, yes.
Exactly. So after that, my career took off. Really, it really took off in 2019 when Hunt Them Down came out, I should say. And since then, I've been very, very lucky, and I learned that the Robert Ludlum estate really were a fan of my book, and they were looking for an author to write a new series in the Jason Bourne universe about Black Briar.
News.
Sorry?
This is huge news.
It is. I'm the first Canadian author who has ever done that. I have friends that are writing for the Tom Clancy estates. And when Penguin Random House, their editor in New York, Tom Colgan, approached me saying, you know, the Ludlum estate is a big fan of yours. They'd like you to start a new series for them. I was taking aback and a little bit anxious also, because it's stepping into the shoes of a literary icon that has sold over 300 million books.
Was he one of your favorites?
Sorry?
Was he one of your favorites? Did he inspire you, his work?
He did inspire me a lot, and I think he inspired a lot of authors that are in the 40s like me, because his books were absolutely fantastic.
There's a long history of his books, and I'm sure it's inspired many writers like yourself. But to actually be handed the keys from the estate to create a new character within the Bourne universe, tell us what's cooking in your head.
Well, unfortunately, I can't talk too much about it, but what I can say is going to be about Black Briar. So we all know that Jason Bourne was with Treadstone, which was like they kind of built regular people into assassins that they didn't think. And this is what we saw with Matt Damon in the movie.
Right.
Black Briar won't be about assassin. It's going to be about counterintelligence. So I think this is why they kind of picked me, maybe not only because they were fan, but because of my background.
So what's the timeline on this? When can we expect the finished work?
So the book is going to come out on October 18th. 2022, and it's due to my editor on April 1st, so a few months from now. And it's going to be a big book. You can expect a lot of splash all over the world with it. So I'm really, really, really excited about it. And I'm sure that people that enjoy the movie will love that book too. Kind
of a big deal. And looking forward, if you thought maybe some of this work will become a movie adaptation.
It's a little bit out of my hand, right? And in Hollywood, it's a little bit crazy. Sometimes they're not interested, and then suddenly you need to come with something within 24 hours. But I have agents, and the Ludlum estates have their own agents as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, because they did make a few movies out of the Jason Bourne, and they made a television series as well called Treadstone that unfortunately lasted only 1 season, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did something about Black Briar too. And the title is going to be the Black Briar Genesis. It's going to be the first book in the series.
Oh, great. Okay, we're going to watch for that. In the meantime, we should plug your latest book. We saw the cover off the top, The Last Protector. And this actually ties into your work, your protection work that you did in Canada.
Yes, exactly. This is really the first book I wrote that I use my experience as a close protection officer with the RCMP. As I mentioned, I protected the family of 3 different prime minister, the chief justice, the United States, and the Israeli ambassador while they were in Canada. Queen Elizabeth when she came, President Barack Obama as well. So I kind of use that to write that book, which follows the story of a United States Secret Service agent named Clayton White, who's actually going out, has a romantic relationship with the daughter of the vice president-elect. And when she's attacked by South African mercenaries, he kind of realized that his enemy are much closer than he thought they were.
Okay, we'll read more and we'll link up your website so Morning Live viewers can check out The Last Protector. And we will anxiously await for the Blackbriar Genesis, did you say, is the title?
Exactly, the Blackbriar Genesis.
Okay, congratulations. That is amazing news. And as always, good to see you, Simon Gervais.
Thank you, Bob.